I think your critics say that the puberty blockers are safe and reversible medications that give those transgender children time to explore their identity before they make a decision like hormone therapy or surgery. I mean, how do you reply to that?
Well, I replied by saying, let's look at Sweden. What happened in Sweden, the most GLBT-friendly country on the face of the earth? Probably. They were gung-ho, like the US is now, like Canada, very gung-ho on gender affirming, meaning blockers, hormones, and surgeries for minors. They were gung-ho. What happened? Well, along came a girl who was identifying as a boy using the name Leo. Leo was put on blockers at the Karolinska Hospital in Sweden. And her parents were told, just what you said, safe, reversible, this is the way to treat your daughter. This is what will help your daughter feel better. Your son, they probably said your son. So the parents signed on the dotted line. And Leo was put on blockers. Well, her mental health deteriorated. It got worse than it ever had before. And not only that, but she began to complain of pain, pain in her spine, pain in her hips. She began to have difficulty walking and keeping, her spine upright. And she was complaining and complaining. Nothing was done. She was kept on the blockers for a few years until the point came when her parents said, what is going on with our child? Our child is in severe pain. They ended up doing the necessary scans. They discovered she has osteoporosis. Osteoporosis, it means that the bones are weak and brittle and easily broken. So Leo was discovered that Leo had fractures in her spine and permanent damage to her skeletal, as well as osteoporosis, because of the osteoporosis, I should say, which is a disorder that normally older women suffer from. So, you asked me about blockers. Are they harmless? Absolutely not. Blockers, there's a long list of problems that are related to the blocking of puberty.
And what do Sweden and Finland and Norway do now with the blockers? Have they now stopped issuing those to children unless there's a proper psychiatric diagnosis?
So what happened, I'll just finish off Leo's story. An investigation was launched. A documentary was made that everyone should watch. It has English subtitles. It's called Trans-Train. And it tells the story of Leo and what Leo went through. The hospital ended up issuing an apology after they did their own internal investigation, and they acknowledged that it was not, the parents were not properly informed about the dangers. They acknowledged that they had, in short, committed malpractice, and they apologized to Leo's family as well as a bunch of other families whose kids had been placed on blockers. And then the government, the Swedish, the medical authorities did their own investigation, and the country ended up essentially banning these blockers and processed hormones for minors unless it's happening within the framework of a clinical trial. A clinical trial means that some institution, a hospital or a medical center is very closely monitoring these kids, very closely deciding who should be in the study and who should not be in the study. It's research. It's to gather data so that we have more research on this issue. And the Swedish medical authorities came to the conclusion after reviewing all the literature that we simply don't have evidence of long-term benefit in these minors. but we do have evidence of significant harm. Now, so it's not only Sweden, it's also Norway, Finland, England. Also, I'm sure you're aware, there's a CAS report that was done looking at the practices at the Tavistock Clinic.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.